Good evening and welcome to Waukee Northwest High School, or tonight it's Waukee Northwest hosting Ankeny. Season winding down here. Dar Danielson, Chris Larson, and hard to believe there are not many games left in the girls' schedule, Chris. And it's a chance where you kind of want to finish strong and you want to, build toward the postseason here, don't you?
Absolutely, and both these two teams, have big aspirations of state tournaments and beyond. And what a great time of the season to come out and compete, try and improve, get a little better, but really let you know where you're at heading into the biggest stretch of the year.
And let's take a look, if we can, at the ratings here, the rankings that came out for these girls. There we are. You see Northwest right there in the number 2 spot. They have 2 6-point losses to Johnston. So they got to thinking, hey, Dowling Catholic, Ankeny, and Cedar Rapids Wash. I think you have that top 5, and then the rest who are hoping they can catch fire there heading to the tournament. And, Dowling, Northwest, Ankeny, they're all Wash, hoping that, they find the right combination to have the best night and knock off Johnston.
Yeah, absolutely. Both these teams have played them a couple times, right? So they're familiar with that Johnston team, and they know what it takes. And what you want to get this time of year is you always hear that old adage, it's tough to beat a team 3 times, right? Well, it's tough to play Johnston 3 times. But if you're one of these two teams, you're just like, hey, we know what it takes now. Now we just got to go see if we can have our night.
And we have some players to watch here tonight we'll look at. First, for Rachel, let's go with Northwest first. Okay. She's looking at me. Which one you want to do first? Okay, here we go. Vanna Billick. She's been one of the great performers for him here. 10.7 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2.3 assists for Northwest. As one of the players, a senior here, that's been provided some of the leadership to some of the younger players.
Yeah, it's senior night here tonight, and we were going to spotlight some of the seniors on both teams, in both the boys and girls game. And really, Vanna just does such a good job, right? She might not be their leading scorer, and she might not lead them in any categories, but what she does do is she stuffs that stat sheet, and she does a little bit of everything. And like you said, I think her leadership is even more important to this team and really their success over the last couple years.
Yeah, because sometimes she may not score a lot of points, but she's the one that gets that steal in that bucket when you need to rally.
Absolutely.
And you need to get the prime the pump a bit. So, and as you mentioned, we're highlighting some of the seniors, and for Ankeny, we have a few here we're going to talk about. And Jayla Williams, Ainsley Keene, and Reagan Baldwin. And, of course, Williams, she's the one that everything kind of goes with her. If she's not playing well, it gets a little tougher on the other ones.
Oh, she is just such a fantastic player, though. Does a little bit of everything. A sensational athlete, one of the best athletes we have in Central Iowa on the girls' side. You kind of saw flashes of everything. She can shoot it. She really plays great defense. She's a hustler. She rebounds. She really leads this Hawkette team. And obviously the other seniors add a lot as well.
Yeah, that was Keene there. And there's Williams again on the steal. And it isn't hard to find highlights of those three because they've been right there. But I think the thing for Ankeny is having the other step up and help Williams. Because teams should say, okay, she's going to get her 20, 22, but if the others don't, then, we're going to beat them.
Well, and I think that's kind of been it for Ankeny this year, right? They have been the best of the rest, but it feels a little bit like the top 3 in the state, which are all in the CIML, have kind of separated themselves. What a great night for Ankeny to prove that, hey, it's not just the big 3. We're part of this, and we're going to make some noise in the state tournament.
And I know Northwest, they did that game early with Valley, where Valley came out and just everything dropped, and they in some ways it might have shaken up Northwest a little bit because they went on from that, and I think their only losses from that might be to Johnston.
Johnston, right?
Yeah,
and then they have Dowling again one more time on Friday.
So those are the kind of things too. As a team, when you're up there and you're chasing the other team, you got to learn how to work through that adversity and come through it, don't you?
It really is. It's exciting time of the year. We have 2 of the best teams in Iowa right here. It's going to make for a great matchup. I think it's going to be an awfully fun one.
All right, let's take a break. We'll do that. We'll come back with more here. Basketball at Waukee, a doubleheader here tonight. Waukee Northwest on CISN.TV.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ames, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ames, Iowa.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Here at Waukee Northwest on the Central Iowa Sports Network, Dart Danielson, Chris Larson, number 2 Waukee Northwest, ready to host Ankeny here. And you've coached as you're coming down the stretch here toward the tournament. Do you try to do anything different or add anything new, or is it, I know I've talked about, well, we don't have time to add something, or are there different things you might look at? Or
I absolutely would right now, these last couple games, especially like sometimes you save even like out of bounds plays and things, but you want to give them one look because if they don't work real great, you want to also see that, right?
Yeah, because
so
you do it in practice, but the other kids know what you're going to do, and it's hard to get a real game-type thing at it if you don't do it,
Yeah, so I think these games can be really beneficial from an X and O standpoint. You try a couple things. Maybe you have a press you've been working on a little bit, and you want to just give a couple looks at it just to see if there's anything that breaks down. And then obviously for the players, you want to make sure you have all your right groupings, all your rotations set, because like I said, these are the biggest games of the year coming up. You want to be full throttle.
And wrapping up the warm-ups here, and have a pretty good crowd coming in. A little bit nicer, warmer weather than what we had. And man, up to, was it 67 in Des Moines for a record yesterday, but anyway, so looks like, well, let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll do that. We'll be back with the starting lineups coming up after this on CISN.TV.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Knoxville, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Knoxville, Iowa.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference.
Senior number 4, Anna Shackville. A 5'9" senior number 22, Jayla Williams. A 5'9" senior number 23, Ainsley Key. 6-foot freshman number 30, Alana Gray. And a 5'11" senior number 31, Ricky Baldwin. And head coach of the Hawkettes is Nathan Toby.
And we're about ready for basketball. All the pregame festivities going here. What's the key here for these two teams, Chris?
Well, I think, like you said before, two really good teams, right? I think if you're going to keep an eye on Ankeny, one thing they're going to have to really do is take care of that basketball. Take care of it. Make sure you don't give any easy run-ups. Because one thing that Northwest can do is they can really get up to you, pressure you both in the full court and the half court. I think if they can minimize the easy baskets for Northwest, make them play 5-on-5, Ankeny has a chance to stay in this game. And again, for Northwest, they want to get out and go, and they want to get up and down in the track meet.
All righty, Logan Vogt will step in there and go against Jayla Williams. Vogt the junior, Williams the senior. You see Ankeny in the black uniforms. And the home whites for Northwest. It's tapped back, but
no one else wanted it.
Nobody wanted it, so Ankeny picks it up. Chapveld and says, I'll take it.
Look at this right from the start. There's a Vogt out there face guarding Williams all over the court, and it leads to a turnover, and just what we talked about, Northwest wants to get out and go with Romy Croat.
Yeah, Dylan Peterson poked it away. Billage drives in, kicks it out for three, way off. And plenty of time left. They get it back up and good for Croat.
Man, I just love watching her play. She does a little bit of everything, and that time she made a couple elementary kids' nights by giving them a little point after she made that three. She does it all.
So 3-0 start here for Northwest. On the drive, Aguirre with it.
Mm-hmm. So you can see, Dar, they're really just trying to take Williams out of the game, right? Face guarding her everywhere she goes. Good cut by her to get the basketball down under.
Turns, spins,
beautiful.
Puts it up. Yeah,
beautiful
she's got
move.
A pretty shot. And she knows where to put that defender, too, doesn't she, when she's turning?
And really good. That's hard when you're being face guarded, but she chose her cut wisely, right? She set it up. She got the ball in a good area. Nice job.
Peterson drives in and gets called for the travel as they got good help defense there from Aguirre coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's Williams. She'll start out with the ball in her hands, guarded by Vogt. Dribbles over, back up top, and
nice.
Good. So that time they double-teamed her, and that left Keene open.
Yeah, beautiful basketball, right? That's one thing. Get her the ball right away so that she can initiate offense and set up her teammates. Good job.
5-0 now. Ankeny on top for the first time. There's a three, rattles in and out. Rebound pulled down by Williams. Williams crosses over down the lane, up, and the foul will be called.
Subtle adjustment, right? The last couple times she brings the ball up before she gets into half court and starts getting face guarded, and you can see a lot of success there on these three possessions.
The first foul of the game. Williams to the line.
We said it in the outset. She just does a little bit of everything, right? And you can see from the free throw line what a soft shooting touch she has.
Yeah,
take a look on this drive. Just really quick first step off the dribble and kind of split the Waukee Northwest defenders.
She misses the second free throw. She's a 72% free throw shooter. Hit 1 of 2, so it's a 3-point lead here for Ankeny in the early going. Croat with it. They rotate it around for three. Good.
Yeah.
Billett.
We're going to get a timeout right away there. Billett was hunting that shot the first time they didn't match up with her, so she came off a double screen, and it was a little bit of late defense of matching up, and so she was able to get the open shot. And I think Coach Toby wanted to kind of talk like, hey, guys, we got to get matched up.
And there were a couple passes. You always want to see that, don't you? You don't want to just come down and throw it to her, and she's right, because that lets the defense get set. But so right away, some change in strategy. We saw the Williams keeping the ball and then coming down here and moving it around a little bit.
Yep, very good, very good. Now you're going to see Northwest. You can see it already. They're going to get into their full court pressure. Wouldn't be surprised, a little adjustment for the Northwest side. They're going to say, hey, don't let her get the ball anywhere, right? Like, so you can see full face guard starting full length of the court. They're going to really make her work.
There's the pressure.
And then they run that second defender at her.
Olivia Shawshaw gets it, goes all the way down, misses. Or excuse me, that was Chatbeld with it.
And I got to tell you, I really like that strategy, right? Run a second girl at her, make her give it up, make somebody else be a playmaker for him.
Here's the three is good by Croat.
She comes off that screen, got her feet set. Talk about that a lot. You make your shots before you shoot it. She does such a good job with her footwork.
Aguirre drives the lane, up and
How about
good.
That? Good-looking freshman Aguirre. A lot of talent in that family, and she's following in her brother's footsteps.
Now picked off by Williams. She goes down one-on-one and doesn't get the bucket, gets a rebound, and over the shoulder,
really
back
nice
up.
Hustle. Really nice hustle by Jayla.
She almost set that up for the and one, but didn't quite get the bucket to go.
I love to see that, right? She missed the layup and didn't feel sorry for herself, right? She just got the offensive rebound and put it right back in.
Although Cassidy Danberg, I've seen her, she's improved since the start of the year.
Oh, yeah.
She's gotten better.
Really moving her feet a lot better and really showing her athleticism.
Here's Croat up top to Vogt. Croat puts it up on rebound. Battled for down there on the floor. Gets it out. Up ahead, Williams pulls up for three. A little long. Rebound comes off. Paige Hart's in there, throws it up.
Yeah,
no good.
Shotbeld that time. Nice job getting that ball stopped in transition. Sometimes those little things go unnoticed.
Yeah, and then she put it up against pressure and couldn't.
Yeah.
Kind of was off on the shot there. So 1 point lead for Northwest, but Ankeny with the ball.
So keep your eye on this when you're overplaying and face guarding like that. One thing Ankeny will really want to do is get into some sets where she can use a back cut, right? Because you can get wide open layups if you can set them up on a good back cut when they're overplaying.
Keene missed the screen. They go inside to Danberg. Oh. Back door cut is good.
Well, you just talked about Cassidy Danberg, and there she is, not just scoring, but this time with a beautiful pass to Romy Croat.
And Northwest up by one. Down the lane, Aguirre for two.
She is going to be fun to watch, right? They kind of have that isolated right now, and they're letting her kind of take Danberg one-on-one. She's doing a good job.
Vogt drives in. She's not had the ball much to shoot it yet, but that time got good defense and bumped.
Using a lot of her energy up on defense right now.
Right, yeah.
That face guarding's a hard job.
Yeah, when you're on, especially when you're on Jayla Williams.
Yeah, right.
And inside Aguirre, now kicks it back outside. Shotbeld looks over to Williams. Shot clock at, was it offensive?
Stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds, okay.
And you just talked about her, Dar, and you were spot on. Cassidy Danberg showed off a little bit of her new skill set, right? She slid her feet. I think Aguirre wanted to just get by her, and she thought she was going to be able to drive baseline, but she slid her feet and was able to stop her.
Yeah, she was looking to blow by her and get that reverse, but yeah, she's really improved on that. Also now in here for Northwest is Hadley Gensler. Or no, excuse me, that's Victoria Burpo. I'll get on the right page here eventually. Here's Croat with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Bilic. Bilic drives. Looked to go underneath, but it's knocked away. 4 seconds on the shot clock. For Northwest under their own basket. Let's see if they run a screen here.
Got a cut, yeah.
Oh, they had the 5-second call.
Yeah.
Good defense by Ankeny.
Yeah, that's scouting, right? They kind of, it's almost like they knew exactly where they were going to go because they've scouted it all.
Yeah, I think they were looking for Bilic to break out over here, but they stayed with her.
Switched it.
So now some pressure by Northwest. They get Aguirre in there. She dribbles through it and will pull it up. And coaches love to see a tall freshman that's able to dribble like that, don't they?
You love to see that skill set in a freshman, I'll tell you that much.
Now directing traffic. Up top is Baldwin. Has Geary posting up, and then there's a foul called.
It's going to be offensive.
Yep, they called her for hooking, I think.
That's I was talking to you about before the game. That's Leah Jenulevich, which I've gotten better with her name. And she's earned it because she is a phenomenal player. She does a lot of little things for the Northwest Wolves as well.
I apologize because I know her name and I've said it right, but I butchered it a few times too.
I just didn't even try, but then we were really concentrating.
Yeah.
She said it on the board. I think we got it now. Jenulevich.
The first time I talked to the coaches, though, each one told me a different way to say it. Inside Burpo, turns. Burpo looking, she kicks it back out.
Might have got away with steps.
And stop and go, hand off. Out wide. Village can't get the shot. They're staying out tight on Croat. She'll drive in. 7 on the shot clock.
How about the defense from Ankeny so far?
Up with 3 to go. Pops it.
Yeah, really fortunate for Northwest Wolves right now that they're shooting it so well, right? They're shooting it really well from 3, but they're doing it. Ankeny's really doing a nice job on defense, and that's the difference right there. They've been taking care of the ball, but there's another turnover.
Village with it. Throws it cross court to Jenulevich. She'll dribble in. Kicks it out, but she gets bumped there, I think, by Baldwin.
You can see, too, only the 3rd foul in this entire quarter, right? Really good, clean, hard-nosed basketball. You can tell how well coached both these teams are.
Had a couple times where they've taken the shot clock deep, too, here.
Yeah. It's actually okay in basketball, even with the shot clock. You don't have to force it right away.
Village through.
Oh, yeah, she might have got away.
Got an extra step there, but, man, good tight defense. Into Burpo. She backs in, spins. Oh, way to spin back inside through the defense.
Yeah, really good move.
4-point lead now for Northwest.
Good, head up.
Break the press. Outside for 3. Good! Yeah, the answer nice. By Baldwin.
Yeah, very nice. Baldwin just kind of stayed at her spot. She knew no one had rotated back yet. Was able to knock down the 3. Good find, too.
Pruitt steps behind the 3, throws it up with 3.4 to go. So Ankeny, nope, they won't get a shot at it. Well, pretty good first quarter here. 16-15 Northwest. We'll be back with the second quarter coming up after this on CISN.TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
We'll go to the second quarter. Northwest will bring it in with a 1-point lead here against Ankeny. Danielson, Chris Larson with you here on a Tuesday night basketball doubleheader. Up to Burpo, up top. Out to Vogt.
They like this little flex action. Good read by Crow at that time. Kind of went against where the screen was coming from, but a little late getting it to her.
She goes off the Burpo screen but gets picked up. Now throws it across there to Bilic. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Inside at the elbow. She gets it blocked by Shepfeld.
Tell you what, Ankeny's defense so far tonight has been sensational. Good cut.
Oh, Williams down the lane for an easy one off the pass. That gives her 7 on the night so far.
Yeah, they've really been doing a nice job down here on this end. Ankeny not allowing any dribble penetration and making Romy Croat's touches really difficult.
Burpo down the lane, up and good.
I tell you what, that's going to be tough to stop if she starts doing that.
What I like is with her size, she's keeping the ball up high and away from those smaller defenders.
A little 2-3 zone here this time for Northwest.
And knocked away,
Yep.
but
good hands by McCann.
So we'll have several subs off the bench now. Grace McCann coming in. And also Danberg back in.
I think Coach saw that zone, and Coach Toby was like, Baldwin, get back in there. He wanted to shoot her in there.
So back to that 2-3.
Yep.
Keene gets it over to Williams. They rotated over for 3. Oh,
there it was, right?
Down. Yep. You called it.
There
Baldwin
it was.
pops the 3.
He saw that 2-3 zone, and he's like, he turned and pointed to her right away. And good recognition by the team, though, right? That's what you want to do against the zone. Find your shooter.
Well, the defense got there, but just a step late, and she shot it over.
That's all
him.
it takes.
Here's Vogt down the lane, kicks it out to McCann, and she's called for a walk. She's another one of those freshmen who's had a lot of minutes, kind of getting to where they're not almost freshmen anymore after a full season. You know, they've had that experience and coaching.
You're a sophomore now.
Yep. So they'll start out with Williams with the ball in her hands here.
Yeah, staying in that 2-3 zone.
Go down to the corner, now back up. Looking to move it.
Got to find somebody in that high post area. There goes Williams. Oh, a little screen in.
Yeah, Keene over the top. Now inside, Williams backs it in, kicks it out.
One more.
Aguirre drives, throws it out again. 4 on the shot clock. Back out for 3. Just off the iron and rebound by Pruitt.
Yeah, still a nice possession, though, for Ankeny.
Northwest kept their shape pretty well in that defense. So here's Croat with it, drives through the middle, pulls up at the free throw line. Good.
Yeah, so good. She can really do it all. You know, she's made a couple threes tonight. She's got a couple steals. And that time showing a mid-range jumper, which is just excellent basketball.
20-20 the score here. Now taken away up top. McCann almost had a bad bounce, and then she draws the foul. Schatveld, her first. I think we only had like, what was it, 1, 2, 3 fouls in the first quarter, and here's the first one here. You see McCann to the free throw line, misses that one. She has not been to the line a whole lot. That's just her 7th attempt. She's 50%.
Yeah,
Coming
just
off the
playing
bench.
a little bit more here as of late, right, as the season's been going on.
Second one for McCann. Gives the Wolves a 1-point lead. Here's Williams with it for Ankeny. Now inside Aguirre. Goes up, gets it blocked.
Yeah, good defense again by Cassidy Danberg.
Danberg with it, yep.
Fine.
Pull it back out. 3, Vogt wide open, a little short. Rebound comes off to Williams. Williams will push it up and then get stripped from behind by McCann.
Yeah, her teammates, I heard somebody yell wolf. You know, you got to kind of know when you're in traffic there to be careful with the ball.
I was kind of surprised she didn't take it at him because they didn't get back right away. Now here she goes, takes it all the way in, up and good. Yeah,
that's really good footwork. Yeah. Good coaching, Dar.
Well, that's what
that's right.
Because they were kind of slow. It helped them because they got her from behind, but that time she didn't mess with it. She said, I'm just going to take it in and
she has the
score
ability to do that.
Here's Northwest with it. Halfway through the second quarter now, Vogt lobs it in deep, trying to go to Danberg, but a little too long on the pass. Burpo will come back in, give Danberg a rest. And
let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to get back into man-to-man. I heard Coach Paul. He's like, get up on her. I think you want to maybe get back into denying her the ball a little bit.
Allison Hawkins into the lineup here for Ankeny now. They got a 1-point lead. Drive in, looking for some help now. Gary gets it out to Williams. Williams drives. Tried to throw it back, I think. It just got caught there. A little pressure. Here comes Northwest. McCann to Pruitt. Outside Billich. McCann bounce pass to Burpo.
Good help. Good help.
Yeah, double team. Now they finally open man outside, and it's a little long.
Yeah, I love the way they're kind of looking to that first dribble, and you saw all the coaches. They did it exactly right. They just weren't able to grab the basketball.
Here's Williams. One-on-one. Spins up and good.
Boy.
Gets the kiss.
So good, right? Spread it out a little bit for her, give her a little room to roam, and she really finishes well with contact.
Janulevich had the defensive assignment that time, and now a 3-point lead here for Ankeny. McCann for three, ties it up.
We talked about it earlier. The 3-point basket is really keeping Northwest in this game right now.
24 all. Second tie. Williams. Rotated down for three. And
that time.
I think the defender blocked her a little bit. And Janulevich goes through and gets the two.
Yeah, really nice job. And Coach Toby's going to get a timeout right here and just kind of get his girls settled down right. He's like, you got to get back in transition. Yeah, box out.
Was that a full timeout?
Sorry, I missed that.
We'll keep it here.
Sorry about that. You were jotting down the stat. I should have been paying attention.
Trying to keep
that.
That's all right. But
it's going to be a 30, so we're good.
Yeah.
Big couple minutes, though, here to end, right? I feel like Ankeny's done everything they wanted to coming out here so far, but you got to finish it, right? You can't, give a 4-6-0 run that leads to being down 6 or 8 points, because that kind of defeats all the other good work you've done all half. Good move by Janulevich.
Yeah, Janulevich comes down and gets the bucket there. And that's the thing about Northwest. They can push it up the floor, fast break it pretty quick, and score quickly on a turnover.
And so many different players can do that, right?
They got the speed. Ooh. Almost a turnover there is a quick give back. Schatveld wasn't expecting that. Keene gets it over to Williams. Williams will drive in, immediately pull up. A little long. Burpo with the rebound. Pruitt. Get the offense going. Out to Billich. McCann. Into Burpo. Burpo. Drop step. Turn around. Oh, off. No good. Got the spin, and now they're going to tie her up.
Yeah, they're going to get
a foul. They call a foul. Yep. A little too aggressive.
Yeah.
Call that on Burpo. Her first.
Kind of that old frustration foul, right? Didn't make the shot, and then she was like gonna be ultra aggressive to go get that ball. Just pressure right here. They've done a pretty good job so far.
They go to the middle, got it there to Baldwin. Now go all the way down to Schatveld, back outside. Keene off, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vogt. Vogt back in there now after a little rest. Approaching the final minute. Oh, nice little. Billich gets the defender in the air, dribbles around, pops it.
Yeah, really good move that time. You got to get back.
As you said, now the lead up here to by 4.
Got to be careful right here.
Chance to add to it. Here's a 3. No good.
She had a chance right there. If she would have dumped it down to her sister, it would have been a layup.
So now Ankeny, they need to slow it down here and get a bucket.
Yeah, this becomes a pretty big possession down 4.
A little mini 4-0 run here by, and there's Williams, a little short rebound comes down to Billich, or excuse me, to Pruitt. Now over to Billich. They got a chance to wait, but they're going to shoot it. What the heck?
Yeah.
Sadie McCann.
That's what we were just talking about, right? You feel like Ankeny played a really nice half of basketball. Now you're looking up and they're down 7, and they really need a bucket here to end the half.
Had it tight at 24, now down the lane and draws the foul.
Got to go make these free throws and get back and regroup a little bit here. Well, what do you got, though? The Northwest are shooting it well. Their 3-point game tonight is really what's been the difference.
Williams hits that one. 1 of 2 from the line tonight, shooting 72% on the season.
I don't know if he's going to or not. He might not have to, but I'd really tell my girls to be alert if he could. If she makes this second one, Romy Krat is one of the girls who can really get up the court in 4 seconds. They have a foul to give. You could foul if you want.
Like, dribble across, shoots it. Oh, that was close.
Got away with it.
At the
That's
buzzer.
all right. Yep.
Yeah. Well, 7-2 run there after they were tied at 24 gives the lead to Northwest 31-26 here at the half. Let's take a break. We'll come back, talk a little bit about the first half scoring coming up after this on CISN.TV.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Knoxville, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Knoxville, Iowa.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
Here at Northwest, it's time for the elementary kids to take their shots, and I don't know how many elementary schools they have, but they got a lot.
And they do a really nice job of incorporating them.
Yeah,
both
get them
here
in.
and Waukee,
Yeah,
right?
Waukee. I think they started at Waukee and carried it over with Northwest. They get the kids. We saw the choir singing. You have a kids' night. They come in and they shoot. And anyway, well, speaking of shooting, let's run down. Dar Daniels, Chris Larson here. Let's run down the scoring for Ankeny. 13 for Jayla Williams, 6 for Reagan Baldwin, 4 for Ali Aguirre, and 3 for Ainsley Keene. A little more balance for Northwest. 10 for Crowett, 8 for Billich, 4 for Grace McCann, 3 for Sadie McCann, 2 for Jenulevich, and 4 for Victoria Burpo. And you kind of foreshadowed it. You said you key time as we got down around 2 minutes. You don't want to let Northwest go on a run, but they kind of did. It was tied at 24. They won on a 7-0 run, but they got or 7-2. They finally got a bucket, Ankeny did, from Williams there late, but you're looking at, you got them tied, and then the next thing you know, you go in down 5 at the half.
Yeah, and we were talking about it earlier, right? This is why these games are so good for you down the stretch, because next week, right? Next week, I believe, it's win or go home.
Yeah, and in tournament time, it's those last few seconds of the quarters and halves, and the first few are more and more important because your season could be over.
Yeah, it just magnifies all of that, and so you want to learn from that, and so hopefully this is maybe something the Hawkettes are going to take away from this game and be like, we played such a good half, but the last 2 minutes they did have a little bit of letdown, a couple sloppy turnovers, maybe a couple missed assignments on defense. And Northwest is just so good, but I think Ankeny, we talked about, they want to get into that next tier. In order to beat those really good teams, it takes 32 really sound minutes.
And one thing, you look at Williams had 13, and she got into a lot where, she's good at driving in, but early on, like in the first quarter, they started getting a few other people mixed into it. They got Baldwin open for a couple threes. You still want to do that. You want to have that balance so that they can't key on your best score, can you?
Yeah, absolutely. And and I think they had a couple looks late, just didn't knock them down, right? I remember Keene having one, Baldwin having one. So you got to be able, when you get those looks, to knock them down. The other thing, I think, out of their transition, Northwest, we said they're going to be pressuring up the floor. When you get an opportunity for a 2-on-1 fast break, you got to attack. And I know they have some big girls back, whether it's Danberg or Vogt or Burpo, but you got to go right at them and try and get a finish, or maybe get to the foul line.
All right, so it was 16-15 Northwest after one, and there at the half it's 31-26. Nobody really in a lot of foul trouble. I don't think anybody's got more than one, and there haven't really been a whole lot of fouls called here in this one. It's been up and down the floor pretty good. So we'll take another break. We'll do that. We'll be back with more at halftime here on CISN.TV.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ames, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash, or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ames, Iowa.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Warming up here, you see Ankeny. Our camera on that end as they're warming up here, getting ready to start the second half, trailing by 5 after having it tied late in the first half. And Northwest went on a 7-2 run there. And Dar Daniels and Chris Larson, let's quick look into the locker rooms, what the coaches said to each of these teams here.
Well, I think we talked about it a little bit. Like, if I'm Coach Toby, I'm talking about those last couple minutes, right? Saying, hey, we did a lot of good things, but we got to kind of make up for those in those first 4 minutes of the second half, right? Taking care of the basketball, knocking down a shot when we get it, right? And then really tightening up that defense because we're going to take some stops. On the flip side of that, Coach Powell's like, hey, we got it right now. We ended the half on a little bit of run. Let's come out. I think you're going to see them really try and ramp up their pressure. And they do it in a lot of different ways. It can be full court pressure. It can also be sometimes in the half court where they try and get transition. That's going to be kind of where the game's won here is in the next 4 minutes.
Well, Ankeny will get possession to start the third quarter here. And looks like Williams, Keene, Geary, Baldwin, and Chatbell, the starters back in. Looks like about the same for Northwest. With Village, Danberg, Croat, Vogt.
I think McKeon's back in there now on senior night, I think.
Yeah. Geary drives, looks.
Come out in a 2-3 zone here and see if Ankeny can execute. You know, they've gotten a couple good looks off this zone. Good cut to the middle by Baldwin. Good pass.
Oh, backdoor cut is good.
Very
by
nice.
Chatbell.
What you want to do against that 2-3 zone, find the middle, right? That's where the soft part of it is, and then beautiful reverse pivot and finding the open person on the weak side.
Danberg up top over to Vogt. It's like man-to-man here for Ankeny.
Good job, right? They got that first bucket. Now you got to get a stop. And there's the steal.
It's going to Vogt, but Chatbell stepped right in there. Geary drives, stops, puts it up, no good. Knocked back, and Village finally comes away with it.
I think Northwest might have gotten away there. I think a couple of their people were in man-to-man and a couple were in zone. But just the way that Gary,
she drove it, kind of helped him out a little bit.
Yeah, it almost did, yeah.
Here's Croat with it.
Williams has done a really nice job,
Croat off the screen. 3 is good.
Boy, she is shooting it well tonight. And I was just saying, Williams has done a really good job. She tried to jump that screen and get in the passing lane, and I don't know. We'd have to take a second look to see if she got away with one on that.
Miss by Ankeny. That was a third 3 by Croat. First one since the first quarter.
I would really like to see him keep Romy Croat involved.
Village for 3, off, no good. Williams runs it down. Vogt almost poked it away, though.
Croat really seems like she's feeling. There she gets the steal. She's going to do it one way or the other. Good pass.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Looked like she was about ready to drive it in all the way herself and then throws it over the shoulder. No look to Sadie McCann.
What do you think, Dar? She wears 32, kind of like Magic Johnson right there. Doesn't she look a little bit like Magic?
Yeah. Coming down the floor. And back-to-back buckets for Sadie McCann. And it's a timeout here for Ankeny. They're trailing now as the lead widened 38-28 by 10 on CISN.TV.
Iowans are working hard, But high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
You see inside the Northwest huddle here, and Chris Larson, the second 7-2 run here. They had one at the end of the second quarter before the half, and to start the half, Northwest goes on a 7-2 run here, builds the lead to 10.
Well, we talked about their halftime talk, and Coach Powell does a great job. I don't know their whole staff, but Ben Dewey, who's an assistant coach, former player from Waukee, I used to coach with, super smart basketball mind, and I saw him go into the huddle and give everyone a fist pound because that pressure that they wanted to see really started to assert itself. They want to keep that going here over the next couple minutes.
Vogt comes out on Williams. She gets it into Aguirre. Now back. She'll drive, kick it out. Aguirre for three, off, no good. Yeah. And a little shove from behind down there by Bilic.
Yeah. Good job by Keene, right, on that one. She kind of saw the shot going up, and she got herself early position, was able to earn that foul.
First team foul here. Lob it out to Williams. Did 13 in the first half, and there's her first bucket of the second to give her 16 and cut the lead to 7.
Showing off a little bit of everything here. Now going to take some stops. I told you I'd like to see them keep that ball in Romy's hands a little bit, run their offense through her. I feel like she's in a really good rhythm tonight.
Croat runs, flashes the middle. Now they go back inside, but it's called a foul in there on Aguirre. She must have got a bit of the arm.
That was a tough one right there.
Yeah. Looked like she'd pulled the ball away from Danberg, but we're quite a few feet more away. There's one thrown into the backcourt.
Well, we talk about it in the boys' game. Coach Watson, one of his favorite sayings is "ball don't lie." I think the ball ended up in the right team's hands.
Yeah, because it went scooting and never changed.
Yeah. Okay, Ankeny's got to get a couple back-to-back hoops here to get themselves back in striking distance.
So get it under their own basket. On the drive. A little too much there over Burpo, who came in, and a little more size made it a little tougher. Vogt drives baseline, kicks it back to Pruitt. Looking for Burpo to post. They shoot the three, though. Vogt got a hand on it, but Williams will pull it out of there. Williams drives against Vogt, pulls up, off, no good. That's almost a gimme every time for her, but Vogt's been playing tough defense. Bilic back. Or Croat, back the other way.
She is shooting it well tonight, and like I said, I kind of like the comp now all of a sudden. She's such a good point guard, though. She can do everything. She can pass it, she can drive, or she can pull up and shoot it on you. Just a phenomenal game so far for Romy. Here we go again.
Yep, slapped away. Janulevich slaps it away, down the other way. She gets it back, now over to Croat. She'll direct a little traffic.
Yep. A little better movement by Northwest on offense this half.
High-low, they come back out. Croat with it. Burpo up top. To the wing. Bilic drives, looks. Bounce pass inside. That's a tough one in the lane there. Three is good. Vogt.
Gonna get another timeout here by Ankeny, and Coach Toby's kind of feeling like it's getting away from him a little bit.
Vogt's first bucket of the night, and they'll take a full timeout, so we'll take another break here too on CISN.TV.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Back here, you see the Waukee Northwest huddle. They are on a, 13-5 run here to start the third quarter, and it will put the lead now at 44-31, a 13-point lead.
Good find by our camera people out there. A couple kids enjoying their Tuesday night. Gotta love it.
Elementary kids out here, they got to shoot for prizes at halftime. Some of them sang the national anthem.
Been a fun one so far. Let's see if Ankeny can't get back in it. You know, I think one of the things that's made it really challenging for him to stick around is just the great three-point shooting of Northwest so far tonight.
Yeah, Boat hit one. That's her first points of the night, but she's wide open and nailed it. Croat has had 2 here in the third quarter.
Well, we talk about Romy Croat a lot. That's one of the things she does so well, though. If you're open, she's going to find you.
Williams spins in the lane and has it stripped, and Croat defensively. I think that, they called her for kicking it.
She's a heck of a soccer player,
she is soccer,
too, right?
Yeah,
you know?
she is.
She's like, hey. She forgot which season it was, right?
Yeah.
In soccer, she'll get called for hands.
And now, another timeout here. Let's take a look at it here if we see.
Good hands. Look at her. She's like, hey,
yeah.
give it back to me.
She kind of stopped it so it couldn't get out of bounds, and kind of a stop, not really a kick, but you can't use your, but use the footwork there. So in the huddle here, Coach Toby, what's he talking about here?
Well, right now you're probably he gets a little extra chance to talk about his set. I liked it. Really good non-verbals from several of his girls leaving like, all right, we know what we're doing. You know, like I said, you gotta find a way to get a couple buckets right here and get yourself back in striking distance. So run your best out of bounds play, see if you can't get something easy.
Out to Williams. Vogt has been on her a lot of the night. Up top. There's a 3.
I don't know if that was planned, but another really nice thing. One thing, when they're really face guarding you like they are Williams, if you can be a good screener, normally you're going to be able to get your teammates open.
Keene with her second three-pointer. To Burpo on the right side.
Is that flex action?
Looking through their Croat, trying to make her way through traffic. Vogt comes up now, bounce past inside.
Oh, good pass.
Nice look underneath. Burpo draws the foul.
Good look by McCann that time. There, Northwest really sharing the ball well.
Slides out on Burpo. She's got 4 on the night. Shooting 59% from the free throw line.
Having such a good sophomore season, man. She continues to develop like she has so far in her career. She is going to be a sensational player.
Yeah, you look down that lineup and you're thinking there's a lot of experience there, but that's just because some of these players, like Croat, she's been playing for 3 years, and some of the others, Vogt and that, but they still have a lot of youth on that team, on this team.
Good job by Ankeny, continuing to do a good job against that pressure.
Inside, kicked it out for 3. Oh, they just can't get one to fall there.
It's all right. That's good offense, though. Good pass.
On the drive.
Yeah.
McCann looked like she thought maybe there's a foul or she was going to foul. But go ahead.
No, one thing that goes unnoticed. We talk a lot about transition, but one thing that Romy Croat does so well is keep her head up. Right, she passes that ball up the floor, or she pushes it hard with the drill. But you can see she's always looking.
And some of that goes with the soccer too. In soccer, you got to keep, know where everybody's at and where you're going to go with it. That time, not a good pass, but
there you go for Williams doing the same thing.
And gets Burpo up in the air and draws the foul.
makes for fun basketball. Both Williams and Croat doing a good job, right, of keeping that head up when they dribble and kind of scanning the whole floor and finding the weak spot in the defense.
Keen to the free throw line. Misses that one. She's a 76% free throw shooter, but Vogt back in and Grace McCann back in. Second free throw short again. McCann quickly takes it baseline, but gets stopped. Jenny Levitt's out top. Giving Croat a bit of a rest. And there's a runner that rolls him down by Sadie McCann.
She's just a scorer, you know. She scores
She's got
a lot
8
of different
in this
ways.
quarter.
Yeah. She kind of has that sense, too, right? When she gets going, she gets a bunch in a hurry. Now she's there for the steal.
Everything going Northwest, gets it to her sister and just short on the 3.
Rotate back.
And Ankeny gets the rebound but can't get the break going. Timeout called. You're seeing the frustration right now in Ankeny, just what they're trying to do here. And we got a full timeout, so we'll take a break.
I think that's the only timeout they have left, actually.
Take a break here on CISN.TV.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
All right. Well,
there's the Ankeny huddle. We'll see if they can get something worked out. They need to get, offensively, and then, of course, Northwest is picking up defensively, too, as they've been on this run here. Oop. Had to wait for the second horn. There we go. And just double team on the inbound, and just about a steal there.
Yeah, they've really been ramping up that pressure on defense, right?
And they chase Williams into the backcourt. Now double team her up high. She steps through, but it's going to be stolen by Bilic. Up ahead, and good.
Beautiful execution that time by Northwest.
Janulovic. And timeout again.
End of the third.
That's the end of quarter. I'm sorry. I lost track here. Okay, we'll go to the fourth. 49-34 here on CISN.TV.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
And we'll start the fourth quarter here with Northwest with the ball on their lead. 51-34. Extended it out. Offensively and defensively, they've just been
really good quarter for them.
Clicking, yep. And there's start. Sadie McCann is on fire here. She had 8 in the third, now starts out the fourth with a 3, give her 12 points.
There's such an advantage when they have so many different people who can score. Good hands that time by Billich, forcing the turnover on that end. And, man, it's, kind of like a boxing match, right? They kind of just jab, and then it's like boom, 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 and it's over. Yeah.
And Ankeny just trying to find an answer here and haven't been able to. Crowett crosses over, kicks it out to Vogt for 3, no good. And Williams with the rebound.
Good basketball, though. Good play, good kick.
Williams against Vogt.
See, and I heard their coaching staff kind of yell there. This is what we were talking about, too. Wanting to be able to execute, right? Yeah. Against a good player like Williams, they have an idea what they want to do with some double teams, so they're seeing if they can execute that in a game-like situation.
Well, Billich gets it, trying to go back to Janulovic, and end up turning it over.
Pick up that pressure again.
You got to credit Vogt to the defense she's had on Williams.
Yeah.
16 she's had, but she's made it hard for her to score and pass.
You see
both.
that, we talk a lot about the skill level, but the reason these good teams are really good is because they can also defend good players, right? And you see that, and that's why the top 3, 4 teams are really separating themselves.
Vogt will get a rest, and Danberg will come in for her, but we're going to time out here. Full. Okay. I looked at the referee, he signaled a 30, but then they said a full. Okay. Yep. All right. We'll take a break here on CISN.TV.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Back here out of the timeout. A 20-point lead here for Northwest over Ankeny. Ankeny will get the ball in on the side, as you see there. And
they run a little stagger action. They can run it against the zone too if they want to, but they chose. Oh, there's a kick. Yep.
Quick 3 by Baldwin, misses.
See why timing's everything, though, right? Yeah. You got to get that ball to the shooter when they're ready to shoot.
Rebound by Danberg.
I feel like Danberg's quietly just had a nice, solid night for him, too. A good cut.
Yeah, she hasn't scored, but she's done a lot of other things.
Nice pass right there.
Yep. Billich gets her first points of the second half. She's got 10 overall.
Yeah, good pass.
And almost knocked away again. Keene looking for the cutter, gets it, now outside. But they picked up Baldwin pretty quick. Williams off balance, it falls. Oh.
Nice jump stop that time, got herself under control, was able to finish against that zone and against a really tall defender.
She's got 18. Now picks up Crowett. Crowett, oh, nice look underneath. And they're going to call the foul, the push.
Yeah, you got to give Williams credit. Not only has she done a nice job on the offensive end, she's really, and I know it sounds crazy because Crowett's put up her points, but she's done a really nice job keeping her under wraps as much as you can against Romy.
Foul was on Baldwin, her second. Team's first here, the fourth quarter.
Another nice cut.
And now Ankeny.
pass.
Got in there among the trees, and now battle for the rebound and a tie-up.
Hustle.
And that'll go to Northwest, I believe.
Yeah. Peterson gets in there, did a nice job boxing out, and then really hustled for that rebound. Talked about her a little bit, got to start on senior night, and nice to see her getting some extended playing time. Ooh.
No, not a good pass across the middle. Keene picks it off.
Come on, Danny. You're not supposed to do that when we give you a little compliment.
There's a three.
She can really shoot.
Yeah, Baldwin's shooting 43% and Keene nearly 44% from the three-point range. Oh,
Look at
nice
that.
look up the floor. Danberg catches it, and she's on the board.
See the soft hands, though, and a nice finish. Good pass by Billich, too.
Geary drives, steps through, leaves a little short. And Danberg had the pressure and got the rebound. Up top to Peterson. Billich. 10 on the clock. She shoots it as a partially blocked.
Yeah.
And Williams comes away with it. Here's Williams. Backs in, drives, and gets a block by Danberg.
Yeah, I very nice job. You like to see that, right? One thing that, you know, we've been talking about this a lot, the stretch run, tournament starting. What you really want to see is all your team playing best in their roles at this time of year.
Right.
Doesn't have to be the stars. Sometimes it's not the stars that are going to win you a big game.
Geary for three, no good. Rebound underneath. Crowett.
On the flip side, you could say the same thing for Romy Crowett. Plays well always, but I feel like this is about her as good as a floor game as she can play. And she's just fantastic. Great play by Burpo right there on the step back. They're doing it all tonight, Dar.
Is that a three?
Just a two, but
just a
really
two.
a
I was
tough
to say,
two.
if that was a three, that'd be her first of the season.
Ooh, wrong way.
Oh,
Good
quick run out. Oh,
Yeah.
runs it down. Janulevich has 6.
Sadie let that one out and just right, just long enough.
Williams for 3. And now timeout as Northwest is going to get some more players in there. And they'll call a full timeout, and we'll update you on who's coming in after the break here on CISN.TV.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
There's the Ankeny huddle. 2:36 to go, and there's the players, let's see, for Northwest. In there now is Liv Brown.
Yeah, 30.
Chloe Moen, 40, and then let's see, who's the other one that came in?
I think that's it, because Janulevich and
new ones, yeah.
the young. Number 3 for Ankeny got into the lineup, I know.
Jenna Hallbrick, junior, down to Burpo. She powers through.
Man. What an advantage to have 2 such strong interior players like they do with Danberg and Burpo.
Yeah, a junior and a sophomore.
Right. Oh, Brown getting a run out. Good jump stop.
Oh,
Good jump
man.
Stop.
Liv Brown gets on the board. So she's hit her average.
Right at it. Uh-oh.
Oh, popped through again. Jenulevich has 8 now.
Crazy how quick it can happen, isn't it, Dar?
And you just get that adrenaline for Northwestern. Everybody just wants to get into the action.
Yeah, right.
For Ankeny, it looks like they're, it's 5-on-10 the way everybody's jumping through there.
Well, and we talked about that at the onset, right? Like that was going to be such a key to the game, is if they can take care of the basketball. And they did a good job for a long period of time, but then, boy, the floodgates have opened.
Quinn Jorgensen comes in, Dylan Peterson back in for Northwest. Here.
Boy, there's another. No, maybe.
Rattles around and they keep it. That's Emerson Hutchins, a freshman in for Ankeny.
Hands are everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Everybody for Northwest wants to get in the scorebook.
Yeah, right. Well, you can't blame them. You got to love them. Keep playing defense. Hey.
Oh, there's the drive by Peterson. She's in the book.
Yeah, good to see her on senior night getting a bucket. We've talked about her a little bit on a couple other broadcasts. Really nice player, honestly. For most teams, she's going to be getting a lot more playing time than she does with Northwest. But we've talked about it, too.
Yeah.
That's how good teams really, because when you are practicing against good players, it helps you become a great team.
Yeah. Riley Bach will go to the free throw line. Looks like the first time this season. And a little short. Yeah, if you get a little competition in practice, it's key.
Well, and I think they definitely have that there at Northwest in a lot of areas, right? They know they have to play hard because there's other capable people sitting behind them.
Well, and credit to some of the players, too, in today's day and age. You think, well, I'm just going to go somewhere else. But,
right.
You want to stay here and help build a winning team, knowing what your role is.
How about that?
There's a 3. Olivia Sochal gets a 3.
Everybody's making a 3.
That puts her, she was at 50%, 1 to 2. That's going to up her percentage. And that was Jenna Hallbrook getting a bucket.
Well, it sets up quite a battle, right, with Dowling and Northwest on Friday night.
Yep, that will be a good one. As the Wolves will dribble it out, 73-41, the final here tonight. As really the end of the first half is kind of when we saw Northwest start to pull away, Chris, and then from there they just kind of kept on the gas.
Yeah, a lot of Sadie McCann in the second half. I thought Romy Croat was great all game. And their defensive pressure, right? In particular, individually, Logan Vogt did a great job on Williams. But they were able to create pressure and create easy offense for themselves. And we're just a little too much for Ankeny tonight. A game Ankeny team, though, who gave a really good effort.
A quick looking at the scoring here for Ankeny, 18 for Williams, 6 for Keene, and 3 for Baldwin, 4 for Aguirre, 2 for Halbert. Schatveld had 2. That was wrong. 9 for Baldwin, excuse me. There. For Northwest, looks like it was Croat with 16, and she didn't play a lot of the fourth quarter there. 12 for Sadie McCann, 8 for Jenulevich, 9 for Burpo, 2 for Danberg, Cassidy Danberg, Liv Brown, 10 for Billich, 2 for Dylan Peterson, 3 for Shashow, and 4 for Grace McCann. The final 73-41 here in the girls' matchup. And we'll take a break. We'll have in just a little bit. We'll have the boys' matchup coming up. Should be another good one here. Waukee Northwest and Ankeny on CISN.TV. Back in the Wolves den here at Waukee Northwest. The Wolves taking on the Ankeny boys here tonight in the second half of our doubleheader. Dar Danielson, Chris Larson, and let's first take a look at the rankings for these two for the boys as we get started with this one. Well, we're going to look at some of the senior leaders.
Let's take
here.
a look at their players.
Colin Rice, Landon Davis, Isaiah Oliver. A lot of big names in basketball here for this Northwest team, aren't there?
Yeah, 3 big-time Division I athletes. They're all going to Big Ten schools, different Big Ten schools. But what a career, that they're winding down. And here's the thing. They know they want to finish this with a state title.
Yeah.
And these 3 have done so many great things, but they want to finish it off on top here in March.
Yeah, and they've had a block called West Des Moines Valley in front of them last few years, but now that's not there, and they have been the team here to look at. As you look at it, these guys, and speaking of Valley, there's a look inside there, and just not even only them, but everybody down the lineup seems really good, don't they?
They're just fantastic, and like I said, these 3 have been leaders on their team the last 2 years. The expletives can't go on and on about how skilled and how talented of athletes they are.
And then for Ankeny, we'll take a look here at some of their key seniors. Rio Aguirre and Drew Sorensen. And we talked about Rio's sister.
Yeah.
And he had a big brother that was a pretty good ball player too.
Really talented, family. And Rio is just so strong. He finishes and scores at all levels. He just surpassed the 1,000-point mark. He does a little bit of everything for this Ankeny team, and he's going to have to play really well. But let's keep our eye. Drew Sorensen, 23, is their other senior. He's going to have to have a big night as well to kind of offset some of that scoring power on the Waukee Northwest
pick it up
side,
the match
right?
A little bit, yeah. He's right there with him, and so a couple of the key players there for these two teams. And then, there's the rankings. As you see, Northwest at 3, Ankeny at 7. And that seems now I haven't seen Cedar Falls, but they're pretty good. And then Waukee Northwest, you saw those two go at it here recently. And so, and then Dowling Catholic has been right around the mix too all season, haven't they?
Yeah, that's the lowest I think Ankeny Northwest has been ranked all year after that loss last week to Waukee. Obviously, they've lost to the top 2 teams. I still think if I were calling it, odds-wise, I'd still have them as the odds-on favorite going into the tournament. They probably have the most talent. But then Ankeny, this becomes a huge game for them and a huge week for them. They're in that 7 spot. The top 8 teams get to host sub-states. So if Ankeny can come out of here with a win tonight, that's really going to make them feel comfortable that they're going to host and be able to get a home game to go to that state tournament.
And Blake Walker and I have talked about this. We always want to do a Waukee Northwest boys game because it doesn't matter. One could be, 1-10 and the other could be undefeated, and it's going to be a good competitive game. It's just the way it is with the rivalry the way it's been here. And so, I figured, you got to drop them down the rankings a little bit because they lost that game. But then, as you say, they're still, and then again, maybe a late season loss like that sometimes picks you up and says, hey, we got to do just a little bit more, here, because when you've been a top team, everybody else is shooting to take you down, aren't they?
Absolutely, and you can write it on paper all you want, but the game's played on the court. Waukee got the best of them. Cedar Falls got the best of them. They're all going to have their chance. That's the fun part is, right? In March, they're all going to get their chance to prove who the top team is.
All right, to see them warming up here, we're going to take a break. We'll do that. We'll come back with more of our pregame and get ready for the tip-off. This boys ball game here, number 3 and number 7 on CISN.TV.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ames, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ames, Iowa.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
We're here at Waukee Northwest, winding down the pregame warm-ups here for these two teams. And one thing about Northwest is they have size everywhere, it seems like. You know, you probably as a coach look at that now in the lineup and say, hey, and it's not just size, it's guys who are fast and can
athletic.
Get off the floor too. Athletic, long and everything.
They are really fantastic. And, you know, Ankeny's got some pretty good size on their team as well, so that'll be fun to watch. I would say their size isn't quite as athletic as Northwest size, but again, Ankeny having a phenomenal year. They're going to have to play really well tonight, but it can be done.
So Coach Brett Watson giving them the last instructions here, and Brant Carlson for Ankeny. And just about ready for our starting lineups.
Basketball fans, welcome to beautiful Northwest High School for tonight's CIML basketball different choice for courteous and considering our neighbors in the stands by what we do and say. And let's meet the cheerleaders for both squads. First, please welcome from Ankeny High School, Harlow Blazer, Ryan Vanderwater, Chase Lauder, Josie Riley, Taylor Keegan, and Kylie Manson. And cheering for your walls, please welcome Caitlin Connell, Kylie Salute, Chloe Siegel, Isadora Marcos, Ira Hoffman, and Chloe Pedersen. Team officials for tonight are Joe Townsell, Bruce Subic, and Carlton Hesterman. And now fans, let's meet the starting lineups for both squads. First, the visitors from Ankeny High School. 5'11" senior, number 3, Caitlin Clark. A 6'2" senior, number 23, Bruce Sorensen. A 6'4" sophomore, 31, Keon Ford. A 6'3" senior, 35, Mario Aguirre. And a 7'1" senior, number 53, Max Allison. Then coach of the Hawks is Brett Carlson.
Ready to go as soon as we get the lights back.
I think last week, 2 weeks ago, they had trouble getting the game lights back on. All the fun festivities, you know.
Yeah. When I was in high school, if the lights went out, you had to wait 20 minutes before to come back on because we had the old, what were those, sodium lights or whatever they called them, but
you were just hoping they didn't break the peach basket when you were getting started.
Landon Davis will jump against Max Allison here. Allison, a 7'1" player, and here we go.
Two of the tallest guys in the state, and they both whiffed on that. Joey tossed that one up there pretty high.
Clark over on the left side. Back around to Aguirre. Rio Aguirre,
right there.
Oh, off the glass. And now back the other way. Landon Davis. He'll take it in and walked with it. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought the defender didn't get enough of the ball, so.
We've talked a lot about this with Northwest this year, too. Let's keep an eye on the defensive end. You know, when they're at their best, they're playing really good, intense defense. They're getting stops, and they're running into transition.
Starting out in man-to-man here. Sorensen with it, gets it off. Down the lane, runner won't go, and then there's a foul on the rebound. That goes against Kenyon Ford.
I think we got a pretty good cut on the top of his head for Clark. I don't know where it started from, but they're going to have to. It's going to take a second because I think there's a trail of blood possibly from where he got hit on the top of the head. You know how sometimes you can really bleed? Let's take a look. Is that Landon Davis's elbow maybe? Just
Could
inadvertently?
Be,
The only thing that's problematic with that is, you know what I'm talking about? Sometimes when you get that tight skin on the top of that, and they might have a couple people.
Yeah, Allison's out.
Also.
Well, yeah, anytime you get hit in the head, it bleeds a lot, it seems like. So, yeah, Allison is out, and Clark is out, too. So, 2 starters out here.
Coach Carlson's over there on the med team. He's doing a little bit of everything.
So, let's see. So we got Carson Bright in, and who was the other one that's in there? I can't see his number.
21?
Is it Kale Roush? 21?
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, it is 21. Kale Roush in there, so now
that's a tough start for Ankeny right there.
And they're still cleaning up the blood. Yeah, 2 guys go out.
Let's give a shout out to the staffs too, though. Both teams had assistant coaches. We got Northwest assistant coaches cleaning up some blood, getting the gloves on. We got assistant coaches from Ankeny down here trying to get the bleeding to stop. Not always publicized, but the assistant coaches do such a good job.
Looks like Allison on the chin
yeah.
And then, Clark was.
Oh, okay. Rachel was just saying she could see it on the replay. They actually hit each other.
Oh, they did?
So it was his chin on the top. That makes sense. That makes sense.
All right, yeah. So he bumped.
They bumped each other's.
That makes it even worse.
Friendly fire.
You take out your own teammate.
Right?
Yeah. And especially, you got 2 seniors who, toward the end of the season.
Terrible.
So back to action. Oliver gets it over right side. Now gets it back up top. He drives in, up and off the glass.
Yeah, he's left-handed. He does such a good job protecting that basketball, and he's such a good athlete. Really good finish. Good start for Isaiah.
Well, here comes Ankeny. 2 starters out right away.
Yeah.
Just
already and down a third that didn't get to play tonight.
There's another one. In and out. Yeah, Jasani Campbell's not playing tonight. On the drive, Rice spins. A little right-hander off. No good.
Good move, just a little short on the jumper.
Ford pulls it down. It's Carlson telling him what he wants. Oh, good drive in the middle. Oh, just left it short.
Good run.
Bounce pass down to Davis. Davis throws cross court to Oliver. Oliver drives the lane, runner short. And runners all come up a little short early.
Yeah, and good job by Ankeny. They kind of doubled off that Davis touch inside, and they were able to rotate out of it very well.
Sorensen gets it off. Inside. Right. Shot clock at 10. Here for Sorensen. He'll drive through.
It's call going to be here.
And I think going to get a hold on Oliver.
Yeah, I think it was the right call, too. It was just kind of a tricky one. I think he held him first, but then he kind of
he kind of got by him, and then, he kind of hooked, And I don't understand how they call all that stuff in the NBA.
Oh, my gosh, crazy, right?
I don't watch much of that, but it's like when you do, it's like
so hard.
The hook and the pull and the whatever it was, but after they take 10 steps. But anyway, on the drive in the lane, pour a block there by Rice, and then a foul.
Yeah, you can see that's what's tough right there. Makes Waukee Northwest so tough is they're so good on offense, but it's that defensive length, right? Gary is such a good scorer, but when you got 6'7" Colin Rice on you, it becomes much more challenging.
Do double stack there, get it to Rice, spin to Oliver, and offensive foul called on Oliver. That's his second right away. And I think the thing, too, about Northwest, they have depth on the team.
Well, there's a lot of good athletes out there, too. You know, they have some different places they can go.
Sorensen against Oliver. Drives in, and they're going to call a... Oh, I thought he got ball, but that'll be the third personal on Oliver. And we'll send Sorensen to the line.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. It looked like he got mostly ball on there. Let's take a look here on the replay. You know, good job by Ankeny. They went right at him after he got that second.
And I think they're calling the little chest bump there,
chest.
body, but so Sorensen gets 1 of 2. Makes it 2-1 here.
Let's take a good look here, though. Achenbach, you know, that's going to
pass off the foot. And now
Coach Watson's going to get a 30 seconds. A little bit of an ugly start here.
Things are a little bit.
We got 2 injuries. We got things going on.
You got senior night, and that's always a little different. And the Northwest won the first matchup 64-45. And so just tell them, hey, slow down, run the offense, I imagine, huh?
I think Coach Watson, that was a motivational timeout, right? And he let his players know he wasn't too thrilled. And I'm sure part of that is it's senior night, right? And you kind of come out. It's a team you've beat earlier. They've been grinding. They've played a really tough schedule. Ankeny gets 2 people injured right away. And I think he was like, hey, this isn't how we play basketball. So it's going to be interesting out of this timeout to see how both teams come out.
Sorensen driving, baseline, guarded by Heitland. Kicks it back out. Bright. Over to Sorensen. He drives the middle, pulls up. In and out, down and out. And on the run. Rice fakes it, takes it.
I think that's a little more what he was looking for, right? Attacking the basket instead of floating it up there.
So, strange start to this one, but.
Very strange, Dar.
2 guys taken out within early. 2 players in each other. There's a 3. Oh, down and out again for Ankeny. Quickly up the other way. Heitland looked into Davis for a second. Now over on the wing, drives, spins. Back over to Heitland. Gets it over there to Aschenbach, spins.
Good move.
Gets the friendly bounce off the rim. And it's a 6-1 early lead here for Northwest.
Doesn't feel like it, though.
No, it doesn't, It's a halting start.
Yeah.
And Ankeny's had back-to-back balls go down the cylinder and out.
Yeah, right.
They'll try to work the offense here again. Get some good movement. Shot clock winding down to 10 now. Sorensen with it up top. Throws it on the wing. Quick shot is off the side of the basket.
Well, and that's what length can do to you, right? You know, all the kids can sit up there and make their jokes, but you go out and try and shoot when a 6'9" guy's got his hand in front of you.
And from the baseline.
It's not that easy.
When he's coming at you. Sometimes it helps in that you get the arc and lob it, but not in that case.
Yeah.
Quickly to the baseline, now inside. Backing in, spinning over, and up and good.
Yeah.
Landon Davis.
You saw that was a good play call right there. They were going to go and get Davis a good hard post up and a good kind of good settling offense right there.
Yeah, hard to stop that on the block down there. Here comes Carson Bright, gets it off. And then they're going to call Bright with an offensive foul on the screen, I believe. moving screen.
Yeah, Coach Watson's one of the best at really good set plays off dead ball situations like this. I think you're going to see him continue to. Oh, there's that.
So the
screen.
replay there.
And look at that. They're really going to look to pound it inside right now.
Inside, kicks it back out. Here's Davis and dunks it.
That'll work. Timeout here for Coach Carlson.
10-1 Northwest. And just a 30-second timeout. And obviously Ankeny will see the move here.
Good job there, staying under control so that play continued on.
Steps through and then straight up. And that shows you how quick he can get up off the floor.
Right, and you talked about it earlier, right? Big, strong guys, but so athletic and such good footwork. That's what makes both Davis and Rice so impressive.
Yeah. Achenbach was trapped down there, but he got it to Davis. And I haven't seen those two guys come back. Oh, here we go. Just as I say that, I see Allison coming back out of the locker room. That's good. And there's a three.
Oh, there you go. Brandhorst.
Brandhorst, yep. And it's 10-4. Kick out for three. No good. Rebound Brandhorst. Gire throws it up the floor. Cutter. Oh, couldn't handle it.
Get out and go.
Takes it, dumps it to Davis. Achenbach drives and gets fouled. That's already the 14th foul here on Ankeny.
Just been a really strange game thus far. Just not a lot of rhythm to this game, right?
Achenbach misses the free throw. You see the drive. Leaves it short but gets fouled. And Achenbach misses both of them. And here comes Ankeny. Chance now to
dig into that lead a little bit.
Sorensen gets it out. Back to Cowart, who's in there now. And Hutchins came in. There's a three. Good from Cowart. Cowart.
There you go.
He's shooting 40% or 60% from three, but he hasn't shot that many this season. And almost trapped Davis. He gets it outside. Step back. Three rattles out. Davis got a hand on it, but it's pulled down by Aguirre. We haven't heard much of Aguirre yet.
No, but he set up his teammates pretty nicely. And we said it's going to be a tough matchup, right? It might be one where he can facilitate a little bit more. Good job by Ankeny pulling it out, holding for one shot here to end the quarter.
Shot clock just off a little bit, just enough where it's not out of play, but there's a long three off the rim, back the other way, and out. So a little bit of a strange start to this one. 10-7 after one. And we'll come back with the second quarter after this on CISN.TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
We go to the second quarter here. Waukee Northwest with the ball, 3-point lead. That one goes wide. And Brandhorst comes up with it. Ankeny down the lane. Aguirre gets through the defense. Davis tried to block it late.
Really smooth, isn't he?
Yeah, he got his first bucket there, and he took it hard and fast to the hoop.
Yeah.
Davis now takes it hard and fast and jams it home.
Well, if that doesn't get him going, then nothing will. That was a tomahawk dunk. Now let's see if that doesn't bring some energy to the Northwest defensive side. But Ankeny's doing a great job just controlling that ball, kind of controlling tempo.
Second dunk for Davis, if you're scoring at home.
They need a dunk-a-meter here.
Yeah. There's a three off, no good. Davis on the backside rebound. He'll push it up the floor. Stops for a second and pull it out. Now up top for three. Good.
Good basketball, right?
Yep. Draw the defense over. Hit the open man for the open three.
Yeah, they play so well together, right? Push ahead, really find the open man, and Collins shoots it so well. Good pass.
And Hutchins with the bucket. He's off the bench. Doesn't get a lot of playing time, but
when
contributes there.
Right. Good.
Spin in. Geary comes over to help. Now triple team gets it back out for three. And almost got the high bounce. Davis was mad. It looked like it was going to go back down, but comes off to Ankeny here.
Ankeny doing a great job on the defensive boards, right? Really doing a nice job of controlling the game.
And Heitland with the foul, his first.
All right, good.
Back in is Max Allison.
That's good to see.
Yeah, if you missed the first part of the game, Allison collided with Caden Clark about a minute or so in, and you see he's got that bandage on his chin, but I think Clark got the worst of it. He got hit in the head. He was bleeding all over. Now stolen away by Heitland. Heitland stops, and he got stopped and nowhere to go and took an extra step.
Yeah, that's one of those, I almost feel like nowadays kids think too much with that's one of those, just go up and go
just
shoot
take
a layup,
it,
right,
Yeah, there's a thing about being too unselfish and passing it. If you got to take it, So, okay, they were saying something to the official, but they'll bring it in.
Ankeny doing everything they want to with the ball handling, with the ball movement on offense, really bleeding that shot clock down, playing the game exactly at the pace they want to.
There's a three for the outside by Cowart.
And Aguirre, there he is again, right, facilitating offense for his teammates.
1 point ball game. Kukin into the middle, kicks it out to Davis. He looks at the three, now backs it in. Oh, Aguirre tried to come in behind. They kick it out to Heitland, short, and Heitland runs it down.
Good hustle.
Out to Rice. Fresh 30 on the clock. There's Davis again, no good. This time, Allison uses that 7-1 frame and gets the rebound.
So you kind of see what Ankeny's doing. They're kind of sagging off and almost daring them to make threes.
There's Aguirre off, no good. Maybe I like to see him wait a little longer when you're on that. Work
a little
the
more
offense.
ball movement. And go back to facilitating, right? That's what he's been doing really well.
There's a three, so Heitland makes him pay. Had a chance to take the lead, now lead up to 4.
This is one of those games, if I'm Coach Watson, at the next break he gets.
Inside, Allison gets the dunk.
Look at that, great lob pass. Nobody there to bump in that screen and roll, and a good pass, and Allison throws it down.
Showed a little athleticism
Absolutely.
there, too, didn't he?
Good
Getting
hands.
down the lane.
Good hands.
And he comes out late, but it rolls in and out, and Aguirre gets the rebound. Up to Sorensen. Sorensen drives in, gets it off. Aguirre is going to take it and gets it swatted back by Rice. Aschenbach coming back in. And we'll give Vineyard a rest.
Like I said, so impressive the way Ankeny's just controlling tempo, playing the game at their pace right now.
Yeah, you look at it, they got down early 8-1, but now they've come back and it's right where they want it. Sorensen, loses a handle there. On the break. Takes it all the way and leaves it a little short. Kukin. Cross court to Coward. He's had 2 threes already tonight. Sorensen. Looks for a screen from Allison.
Yep.
Allison rolled and Oot.
Stepped on the line. Hey, Clark's back in too.
Yeah,
That's
Clark's back in now, and Keon Ford, excuse me. Does he have I can't see, does he have a bandage on the head? I can't tell from this side.
I wonder, I think sometimes they have that glue kind of that they can use.
Where they can stick it together. Yeah,
to comb your hair tomorrow.
Handoff down, Rice drives in, and
there you go.
Allison came in late, but I think they're going to call him for the foul.
You know, Dar,
sorry, go ahead.
We talked about this in the girls' game, and this is really what you'd like to see out of a game like this, though. Coach Watson's probably seeing something that he hasn't seen all season. You think you've seen it all, right?
Yeah.
But probably what he hasn't seen is they haven't had to play an extended period without Isaiah Oliver. And it's really changed their team, right? So I guarantee you what he will go to work with is, hey, if we have to get into that situation again and we're short on Oliver, what am I going to do next?
Yeah, saw the replay there. Rice will get one more.
Because, in the case of Achenbach, he can do a lot of things out there.
Davis tapped it back out. They go deep in 3.
Like right there, little ball tap out, keep the ball moving. It'd be interesting to see kind of these last 3 minutes if they can't get comfortable.
All of a sudden, they back up to 6.
Yep.
It seems like they should be ahead a little more, but Ankeny's staying right in there. That one in and out again.
They can score in bunches, though. You got to be careful.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just like the girls' team, they can get on a big run on you. Back it in. Rice now finds baseline and a little dumper, puts it back up and good. What is it they say, Coach? Follow your shot?
Absolutely, but did you see it was the cut, right?
Yeah.
So when Agari went to double team, instead of just standing on the three-point line, he cut. He did miss the first one, but he was right there for the putback.
Fade away 2 for Clark.
A good-looking shot right there.
He's back in there. No worse for the wear after that. So 6-point lead here, under 2 minutes.
Kick.
Kukin kicks it to Davis. Davis spins and just easy over the rim for Landon Davis. He's got 8. And as you said again here, under 2 minutes, Ankeny doesn't want Northwest to get on a big run here.
Just like the girls' game, right?
Keep them close. Bright kicks it out. 3, good.
Oh.
That's Clark.
How about Clark showing off some toughness tonight, right?
Coming back.
2 big buckets.
Cuts the lead to 5 here. Crossover Kukin. Throws it back to Davis for 3. Good.
Yep. And they're going to play that drop coverage with Allison. They're going to just be content just letting Davis kind of go to work up there, shoot it if he wants to, drive if he wants to.
Makes it back to an 8-point lead. Oh, good cut by Allison, and he dunks it again.
Yeah, and that's on the guard who's in the corner right there, right? Because they're playing the different style of defense right there where they're getting out and hedging on that ball handler, but then got to get a little help on the roll.
Allison 2, Davis 2 on the dunk meter here. There's a long 3, no good. Rebound comes out to Ankeny. And a little bit of difference between the shot clock in the game clock. Not much, but they're going to wind it down as much as they can. Aguirre holding it out there.
Watch, I think they'll try and keep that ball in Aguirre's hands and maybe go back to that pick and roll, although Clark's also hit a couple tough shots down the stretch here the first half.
Dribbles in with 8 to go. Clark for 3. Oh, down and out. That would have been big at the end of the half. Baseball throw, and it's wide into the student section. So it'll be a 6-point lead here for Northwest heading into halftime. We'll take a break, come back, and look at some of the first half scoring after this on CISN.TV.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Knoxville, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Knoxville, Iowa.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
We're in halftime here at the Wolves Den, Waukee Northwest. Leading Ankeny 29-23. Dar Danielson with you. Run down the first half scoring for Ankeny. 6 for Samuel Cowart on 2 threes. 5 for Caden Clark. 4 for Max Allison on 2 dunks. Andrew Brandhorst with 3. 2 for Landon Hutchins. 2 for Rio Aguirre. And 1 for Drew Sorensen. If you missed the start of the game, Allison and Clark collided, and Allison had something on his chin, and Clark had on his head, and they were bleeding. They cleaned that all up, and Clark came back in and got 5 points. Now for Northwest, 11 for Landon Davis, including a couple dunks. Oh, there's a golf shot.
Sorry, Dar. That was close, though. That was close.
I wasn't paying attention. I would have called that error. 6 for Colin Rice. 4 for Achenbach, 2 for Isaiah Oliver, 3 for Kukin, and 3 for Heitland. And let's see, he gets another one here.
Yeah, with first the girl got to go, now the boy. I've always wanted to do golf in our whisper, right?
Yeah.
For birdie
he
on the
lines up
17th.
the putt. He's got about 84 feet to the hole. Here it comes. Rolls across the roof logo.
He's got a
Needs
chance.
a little pressure on it. Oh, just a bit outside.
Just a little bit off to the right.
Didn't look like there was much break on the basketball floor there to get him back inside.
You just didn't read the putt well.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway, it's always fun. These. Oh, we got another one? No.
We have one more.
What do we got? An adult now?
Now let's see if he learned from that last one, right? It went off to the right here. He got a chance to look at you. He looks like he's done this before. Oh, nice.
He's got a good pace on the ball. It's
going to go to the right again.
Yep, going to go wide.
You got to learn.
Yep.
Just a slight lean to the right on this floor, I think.
You got to read the paint on the three-point line and the free throw line to which way it's going to, move the ball there. But
okay, well, fun anyway.
I don't know exactly what they were playing for, but yeah, it's always cool the way these activities directors get stuff going here for halftime. Oh, they're going to try one more here? Oh, they're going to try another student. Give him another chance.
Okay, they're giving him one more chance. Maybe he told them how. He said, oh, this isn't that hard. And they're like, hey, come on, you take a try. Oh, he's lining it up.
He's lining it up here.
Let's see if he was paying attention. Let's not miss to the right? You got to learn.
Not much wind in here, so you don't have to adjust for that.
Wind.
But
Hamill, number 4 right here. Yeah. He's known as a great putter in the Waukee High School. Oh, he chunked it.
Yeah, he's heading off to the left.
And
he over-adjusted.
At least he didn't miss to the right, but boy, not a smooth swing. Not a smooth swing.
All right. Well, if you're sitting here at halftime, Ankeny, you're not looking, okay, we're only down 6.
Absolutely.
And we've had a couple shots go in and out, and we've been aggressive at times. Got Allison inside for a couple dunks, and keep playing good defense here.
I think they've just done a phenomenal job of controlling pace. Probably the best thing is the defensive rebounding, right? They've done a great job on the defensive end, securing rebounds, and then playing the game at their pace and their tempo. Agaro is just doing a fantastic job of facilitating the game. We know it's a tough one-on-one matchup, right? They're not just going to isolate it and let him and Rice play, but he's finding the open man. Like he said, Allison a couple rolls. Big first couple minutes, right? Probably Oliver's going to get back into the lineup here. You're going to see Northwest want to really execute, and they haven't really had the defensive intensity to get out and run yet, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, not really. And mention Oliver, he got 3 fouls real quickly there and has had to sit for quite a bit of this game. So let's see, we want to take one more time out, do that, and we'll be back with the start of the second half after this on CISN.TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa High School sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Back here at Waukee Northwest. Boys have about 3 games left here, I think, in the season. Girls, about 1 more, and they head into the postseason, and then the boys will follow. And
boy, what an opportunity for Ankeny right now, though. If they can come out and play this second half like they did the first, I mean, what a huge thing this is for them come next week when tournament brackets are going to come out, because they're going to be, if they do that and they win this game, they're going to be hosting a sub-state, which is a huge advantage.
Yeah. So they'll get the get some of the last instruction there from coach, and pretty balanced scoring across. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in the scorebook for Northwest. And about the same for Ankeny. They kind of had to come up with something after losing 2 starters there and a third starter out before the game. So,
you know, give them credit though, right? 41. Sorry, I got to look. Brandhorst and 55 Hutchins. I thought gave him minutes. Not that they were great, but they kept him in the game, right?
Yeah, they came in and they each hit a bucket or 2 and kept him right in there.
Amongst others, I just kind of felt like there was a couple guys who probably don't normally get called on that early that did a nice job for him.
Isaiah Oliver will be back in to start it. Looks like most all the starters, and Allison back in there also for Ankeny, and Caden Clark, who put it in bounds. He was the other guy who got injured early.
And came out and played really well when he got back in the game.
Here's Sorensen, gets a high screen from Allison, takes it to the hole, and gets him on the board to start.
Yeah, really nice job. Kind of that little like hesitation dribble, right? Just to let it open up, and then he was able to finish off the glass.
Now here's Kukin. Gets it outside Oliver. First shot, no good. Sorensen gets the rebound.
Ankeny really packing in that man-to-man. Really playing that pack line defense. Just looking for contested jumpers.
And off the foot of Aguirre, and they're going to call a foul on Heitland, because the official indicated it had been touched, so I don't know that Aguirre knew that. I thought it went off his foot, but then they go and he called him for getting down right on top of him there, so.
Tough one.
Second one on Heitland.
Kind of a tricky play right there.
Yeah.
Again, we just start seeing why wouldn't it be,
this whole night has been that way, for the boys' game here. Sorensen, look that. And dunk number 3 for Allison. He's been getting behind the defense.
Yeah, and this really nice little set play. They kind of hooked around and set a screen for Allison while he rolled.
Lead down to 2. Davis in. Against Allison, kicks it out to Oliver.
We talked about that. They're one of the teams that can really match up height-wise.
Oh, blocked by Allison, but they're going to call it goaltending.
Yep.
And Rice will get the bucket.
You said it, though. How good does Allison look out there? Moving his feet well, really playing good basketball.
Been all over tonight.
Yep.
For the first bucket here of the third quarter for Northwest, gets the lead back to 4.
Good cut.
And Aguirre gets the bucket.
Really good cut that time by Aguirre, and a good find. Just Ankeny playing really good, fundamentally sound basketball.
Rice up top, back over to Kukin. He drives in, kicks it over to Davis, fakes. Decide not to try to shoot over Allison. Here's Isaiah Oliver for 3.
That'll do it. Good ball movement that time by Northwest, who were able to find Oliver in the corner, and he knocks it down. Sometimes the game gets that simple, right? Where you just got to make it.
Just make it.
There's the right basketball play, you just got to make it.
Kick it out to Sorensen. Over to Clark. He drives and gets blocked from behind by Kukin.
Kukin's got some nice length, too, for a sophomore, from the
Clark,
guard spot.
Clark 5'11", Kukin 6'2", so giving up a few inches there. And I think he felt him behind, but he wasn't quite sure. Aguirre for 3 off the inbounds, off no good. And the rebound comes over to Kukin.
Oh, no.
Davis drives against Allison and draws the foul.
Yeah, that was kind of what we were talking about before. Sometimes you just got to put your head down and go. Right? Not get too cute with it. Good attacking and drive. Hopefully Clark is all right. I think he kind of got dinged in the head again.
Allison's first. Davis to the free throw line. Gets the bouncer there and gives him 12 points. His first free throw of the night. He hits them both. He's got 13. Lead up to 7 here. Ankeny now looking for some offense.
Good job that time by Heitland.
Yeah, Allison rolled and then.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
That was his, not that he's been the one who's missed it, but he that time did it correctly.
Davis pulls up for 3, and that time no good. Allison knocks it around and kept aligned by Aguirre.
Didn't love it.
Yeah.
I just think you just got a nice stop. You defended that pick and roll, and then
take a quick shot.
It's one of those that you can get that at any point, right? You can get that anytime you want it.
Oh, back cut now, but and he drew the foul. Clark going up against Kukin.
Mm-hmm. They're doing a nice job, and you can talk to players about that, but it's a harder skill than you realize. When a guy turns his head and loses contact with you, they're really cutting from that weak side and getting some real openings, Ankeny is.
Clark, first free throw, kisses the rim and goes in. You'll see the replay here.
Yeah, to see that, just cutting's kind of a lost skill.
Clark hits them both. He was only 2 of 6 free throws coming in.
Jeez.
But hits them both here.
He's had a nice night so far.
Yeah. And gone to the line a lot, but cuts the lead down to 5. Oliver to Davis on the elbow there. He dribbles down against Allison. Going to back him in. Sends him around, and nice move.
Yep. Really good move, right? Used his footwork well, a little shot fake, got him in the air, and was able to finish.
I think that was the key for Allison. Got him in the air, and once you lose a little bit of that size. Aguirre! And a putback. Allison are going to say no. We're going to talk about it. They're going to say it was in the cylinder. Coach is arguing that it was out. Carlson.
Well, they need a tiebreaker. Let's see what they say. Now they're going to give them the basket.
For Allison. Now, will that go down as a dunk or?
Rachel, I'm looking over your shoulder. It was close. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's a dunk. That counts.
Okay.
That's 3 for him, right?
4.
4. Good grief. There's that double team.
Davis inside. Back out to Rice. Now Davis against Allison. Allison stays on his feet that time.
Did you see that?
Yep. He didn't get up in the air.
Yeah, excellent. Really nice defense.
Use the size. Davis doesn't find many guys who are taller.
Oh, travel. Mr. Travel.
Coach is saying they'll get back on defense. Get back. Davis spins. Back out to Kukin. There's a 3. Up off, no good. Rebound.
Look at the box out.
Yep.
Look at the box out.
Cowart.
Like just outstanding execution on the defensive end. And then playing, their offense is complementing their defense, right? Because they're using that shot clock. They're spacing them out. Really impressive job.
Extending the game a little bit.
Yeah.
Oliver on Cowart, 15 on the shot clock. Get it back up to Aguirre. 10 on the shot clock. He's going against Rice. Gets a screen. Dunk again by Allison. Number 5. And it's a 3-point ball game.
What a beautiful screen and roll that time.
Davis kicks it back out. Oliver over to Davis. He looks at the 3, now drives baseline. Muscles through that time. And 1.
Yeah. Really nice job by Davis getting his footwork under control, and he's done a variety of different things. It's just been a good matchup. Two really good big men.
Well, and I like the way Davis got stopped the one time, but he figured it out, tried another option, and now he's going to the line.
Here it is.
See it here. Here he is.
Look at jump stop. Beautiful. He won that battle, right? Allison's won a few of the battles.
Misses the free throw. Allison gets the rebound. So it stays at a 5-point lead.
And you look at the pace coming up. You know, Dar, it's kind of like a football team that's just controlling the ground game.
Hand it
and they
off,
have a great
run the
defense,
clock.
right? And they're like, hey, we're going to keep running the ball.
Oh, back cut there, but gets it back out to Aguirre. He looked up top to Sorensen. Sorensen drives in, crossover, gets it blocked, and picked up by Allison. Aguirre for three. No good. Rebound knocked around, and Davis comes up with it. He tries to go on the break, and he gets tangled up with Branthorst.
You know, I want to give Aguirre a lot of credit, though, too. It's not as easy as people think to facilitate, right? When you're such a good scorer, he has really given up himself for the betterment of the team
Yeah, instead
tonight.
of coming down and just launching him,
Yeah.
he's trying to look for the open guy and
really facilitate.
Turnover there, and Allison's been the benefactor of a lot of that because he's,
No doubt.
So here we go. Driving through,
There you
kicking
go.
out for three, short, and Aguirre just off his hand there as Joe Vineyard will come in and
We're just hanging around, right? You keep looking at the scoreboard and you're like, man, just stop here, stop there, and we're in the fourth quarter in a one-possession game. Strangely, not much that different from the Ankeny game last week, where it was kind of the same thing, where they were just hanging around. Then they got hot down the stretch.
they throw it clear over to Rice. He's backing in there, and then double team, and he gets, Roush came over and double teamed and forced the turnover. And I don't want to say it, but the thing is, you're staying close, but you got to be careful because Northwest can hit the gas.
Yeah, no
pop
doubt.
it at any
No
time.
doubt.
You know how it goes.
But that's why it's so important to control tempo. That's a big call there.
Back the other way, step through, and a blocking foul be called as Rice cuts through, and then
There's a big exchange down there. Oliver kind of reached in, and they didn't call it on the arm. You saw their coaching staff really wanting that foul. Would have been a big one because it would have been his fourth
one. So Rice goes to the line and misses the free throw.
Uncharacteristic shooting night for Northwest right now.
He makes the second. Well, there's one thing, Ankeny's got him out of the rhythm a little bit.
So much. And doing just a great job controlling the game.
Sorensen dribbles in. Oh,
there you go.
Breakaway. Oh, and blocked away. What a recovery.
What a great recovery. Kind of lined that up. I didn't know if he was going to be able to get up that high.
Aguirre goes up and through. Hits the bucket.
What a sequence right there.
Yeah.
The steal, you kind of think, oh, here we go. And then they get the block on the great hustle play, and then Aguirre just attacks the basket.
And he drives through the defender to get it. So one shot. Looks like they'll play for Northwest. Colin Rice.
This can be big, too. They get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Oh, my gosh.
What did he call there? A 5 second?
Called a 5 second.
Yeah. And Ankeny will get now a final shot, barring any other craziness that's going on. Aguirre drives, fade away, good! Aguirre. And we got a 2-point ball game heading into the fourth quarter here. Aguirre with 6. in the third. Stick with us. We got a tight one
got a
here
ball
on
game.
CISN.TV.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
We go to the fourth quarter, a 2-point ball game here. Number 3, Waukee Northwest. Number 7, Ankeny. And Northwest will start with the ball. Dean Oliver. That's his
dad.
I did call Dean's games.
Yeah,
I'm that old. Isaiah goes in, kicks it back out. On the drive, and he loses a handle on the bump. Kukin comes back in for Vineyard.
And just like that, Ankeny has a possession to tie or possibly take the lead.
And they'll walk it up. They've been doing that. Milking the clock. Coach Carlson there. Out to Gire. Gets a screen.
Good
Hutchison
cut again.
underneath and knocked away. Allison getting a breather on the bench.
Another really good cut that time, though. Kukin was able to recover.
15 on the shot clock. Inside. Fade away off the glass, a little too hard. And Davis comes away off the miss from Hutchins.
Tough shot there over, Davis and his size. And just like that, Allison gets off the bench.
Oliver, 3, no good. Rebound by Rice. Rice will put up the 3. Good.
Yeah. That's what makes them so tough, right? Like, just like that, they can score in bunches. So you got to be really careful if you're Ankeny.
Yep. You think you got them stopped, and boom. Back up top, around to Aguirre. Looks to take Rice, gets a screen. Rice on him and almost threw it away. Sorensen comes back through. 10 on the shot clock. They got time yet. Sorensen wide open 3. No good. And rebound comes down to Rice.
Sorensen did a really nice job that possession, keeping the ball alive. He met the pass. He used to say last 3 feet of the pass years, he did a nice job to get himself that jump shot. Just wasn't able to knock it down.
Down on the block, Rice. Good defense by Hutchins, and then he steps through with the timeout called. Timeout called for the basket. One of the assistants must have called or said timeout because Coach Watson looked down. What? I didn't call it.
That just fits for this game, right?
Like this is, I know. We had all those timeouts. We had the 2 injured players. It's just, it's been one of those up and down. And 2 minutes into the fourth, Ankeny hasn't scored yet. Of course, Northwest has just scored 3. And out of the timeout, Allison will come back in. The 7-footer.
Oh, good cut. I had him.
Throw it out deep to Oliver. 15 on the shot clock. Oliver into the middle. Spins, kicks to Davis. Spins around
good
Allison.
Move.
Wow. Landon Davis. A 5-0 run to start the fourth.
Yeah, it's getting to be a little bit of danger zone for Ankeny, right? They got to execute on these next 2 or 3 possessions.
Aguirre, 3 is
Needed
good.
Needed it.
He answers. He's got 11.
What an answer.
Davis for 3, no good. Allison with the rebound. Aguirre gets a screen from Allison. Kicks it out for 3. Oh, hits the side of the rim, but new shot clock off the rebound by Bright. Aguirre drives in against Davis.
Good job being patient by
Yep.
Aguirre.
Don't try to go up against the big guy.
Yep.
Now they lob it up high. Plenty of time on the shot clock.
Just such good, smart basketball by Ankeny tonight.
Dribbles in against Davis, kicks it for 3, no good.
Boy.
And good
Good
job
look
by
at it.
Rice to block out Allison down there. Rice takes it all the way down, and he gets fouled.
He'll be on the floor.
And that'll go against Ford's third. It was before the shot.
Oh, they're giving him 2 shots?
They are? I thought he said on the floor, and Aguirre came out and said, wasn't that on the floor? So now, a little discussion there with the official, and Rice will go to the free throw line and calmly pop 1. Rice now with 12. Averages 22. Second one is good. That's the thing, too, you want. You know, late in a tight game like this, you're stepping the line, hitting free throws.
Yep.
That's key as you hit postseason, too. So now lead up to 6 for Northwest. Ankeny looking for a bucket here. Lob to Allison. He couldn't quite get it that time. Nice pass, but there's Oliver, leaves it in and out. Aguirre with the rebound.
Just a lot of possessions for Northwest where it's one person touching the ball, right?
Corner for 3, misses. Rice with the rebound. Up to Davis. He looks to back in against Aguirre. Picked up his dribble, though, so the coach will call a timeout. And a full timeout. I need a break, too, here. That's good.
You and me both.
Tight one here still with about halfway to go in the fourth quarter on CISN.TV.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food.
Ugly, ugly, ugly.
Back here at Waukee Northwest, you see the Northwest huddle. 4:02 to play. They're up 6 in a tight ball game here with Ankeny. You see the Ankeny huddle there, and
well,
Chris, you said they've been trying to just control the tempo here, haven't they?
Muddy up the game, right? Win ugly. That's I think what Coach Carlson wants to do is just make it as muddy and yucky as possible, because you have all these, stallions, big time Division I players. What he's doing is he's keeping the tempo at a pace where they haven't got comfortable at all. And look, with 4 minutes left, you're down 8, or excuse me, you're down 6. You're right in the ball game. But you got to get a couple stops here, and then you're going to have to make a couple threes.
And then for Northwest, you're saying, hey, we just keep playing our game.
Yeah.
Just don't get too anxious
There
and
you
jack
go.
it up. Here's an open shot for 3, in and out, and the rebound comes off to Aguirre. Throws it up quickly. Now they got the open look, just not quite get the fall up to Sorensen.
But say it again, Ankeny's done such a good job on the boards, right? That's one thing we have not been saying much is Northwest with a second chance point.
Well, and I've done a few games. It's been as active as I've seen Allison. Brandhorst for 3. Short, he gets his own rebound. Because right back to him, almost throws it away. I thought that was touched.
Yeah. but I think he was the second toucher. And, one kind of rule that people don't know, if the defense touches it and then it's double tapped.
Double tap, yeah. It's, okay.
Right. But it's a really tricky one. I didn't know that for the longest time. A ref named Larry Jacobus taught me that once, and I had looked it up. I'm like, I'll be darned, he's right.
Was that after he teed you up? Or
no. He probably wanted to, though.
Yeah.
I annoyed him enough.
No good, and Allison gets the rebound. It'll stay poked away, but it'll stay with Ankeny.
Rice with another good look at the basket, right? And had an opportunity. Okay. See what Ankeny runs here.
Approaching 3 minutes to play. They're down 6. They've only scored 3 in the quarter. Northwest only scored 7.
Right, they've found a way to
Pull
stay in it, and there it is.
Caden Clark, he's got 9. Averages 2.
They just won't go away. Just will not go away. Scrappy, tough.
Oliver kicks it out. Rice for 3, no good. Rebound to Aguirre.
That's what starts happening, right? A little tighter, a little tense for Northwest.
And throws that one away.
That's going to be a tough one right there.
Can't afford to give up possessions late when you're trailing.
Got to say, though, this is why you love the shot clock, right? Because this is a game probably right about now, the way as ugly as Coach Watson would be like, you know what, we're going to just hold
Just pull it out. Yeah, hold it.
And now it keeps the game moving.
Oliver for 3. Boom!
Good shot there. That was big.
Yep.
And they've had the shots all night, right? They just haven't knocked a lot of them down, so they needed that bucket right there by Isaiah.
There's a 3 back the other way. Good! Clark.
How good has he been?
Yeah. Clark now has 12. Again, I said he's averaging 2. Is that a full?
It's a full,
Full timeout. All right. We'll take a break. Final 2:01 coming up after this on CISN.TV.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Back here at Waukee Northwest. Ankeny giving them all they can handle right now. It was 64-45 in that first matchup. Waukee Northwest winning handily here. Up by 4. And Ankeny not pressing.
No, I think they're content, right? They don't want to give up any easy baskets. They're going to play it. Force Waukee Northwest to run some good offense. That's where they want to have the ball, right down there with Davis.
Oliver cuts in. He had Allison on him, so he kicks it back out. And they can afford to be, look for Goodwin. Oliver,
thought about it.
Cocked it twice, but didn't put up the 3. Now drives, and Allison blocks him.
Really good defensive possession right that time by Allison, right? And again, they've done such a good job of just keeping them out of rhythm, haven't they?
Yep. Sorensen gets it up to Clark.
Good cut.
Clark, no look to Sorensen that it went out of bounds. It was a good thought, but
was a good thought.
Sorensen wasn't quite down the baseline, and
you see Coach Carlson, he kind of clapped on them because he's like, I really like it was the right idea.
Yeah. Just a little wide on the pass.
Probably the last possession they're going to go until they have to foul. So this becomes a really big one for both
Oliver
squads.
Drives, looks, and gets
it. Good move.
Oliver comes up when he needs it.
Yeah. And then the steal. Probably can kick it out. Yep. Probably a good move.
And then the foul.
They still have.
Yeah, they still got 3 to go.
A couple really costly turnovers for Ankeny in these last 3 or 4 possessions.
Yeah, they had a couple times they threw it out to the bench here, and then that last one, the cut and just a little wide on the pass.
Gonna get another.
And quick foul by Aguirre.
Now you got to play the foul game. They'll foul him one more time, put him on the free throw line. Kind of makes it interesting, though, Dar. One thing that this does do, this close of a game for Ankeny, it might be enough with the rankings committee to keep them in one of those top 8 spots, right?
Aguirre, that's foul number 4 on him, and just the 14 fouls, so they got to go one more. But Aguirre can't do it because I think they're going to take him out. And say,
they don't want him getting that foul.
We got to have you late here. They bring Cale Roush in.
One thing I always say here, go for the basketball, though, right? You don't have to just give it.
And they'll put Kukin on the line. He hasn't shot a free throw yet tonight. He's a 77% shooter. He's got 1 3 on the night. He averages about 10 points.
Yeah, I don't think Northwest cares too much about who's gonna take their free throws down the stretch. They're all pretty good.
Yeah, they're shooting 70% as a team from the free throw line. Kukin 77%. Hits them both, makes it an 8-point lead. So now amps up the urgency a little bit. Sorensen drives in against Oliver.
Jump ball.
It's tied up. It'll stay with Ankeny.
Good D that time by Oliver. And, you know, really, if you're Northwest, you can be pretty aggressive. I'd go after the basketball right here. Not something that I think would be a coaching, but just if I were a player, just kind of look up and, well, not there. Oh.
Yeah, bump there. Of course, it's only the first team foul.
Oh, they're going to give him 2 shots.
Are they going to give him a shot? No. Okay, they'll give him. Clark to the line. He's got 12 on the night. That's 3 of 3 from the free throw line for him.
Did you say you? Yeah, what a night he's had.
Yeah.
It's bonked on the head, you know, and just has played outstanding basketball.
So he's got 14.
Full-time, though.
Averages 2, so let's keep it here. Yeah, let's just keep it here. Well, a couple things. Ankeny's played their game throughout, kept it close, but Northwest has kind of held off the blows there, and they've, you know, kept the lead too.
Yeah, just you're exactly right. That's what this game has been, right? Really good game plan, good execution of the game plan. Northwest just is good enough. Sometimes when you're good enough, you can win games like this, right?
Yeah.
90% of the teams in the state lose this game if they play that way, and shoot this way, but Northwest is just that talented. And, you know, they got a little work left to do, right? You're going to have a good inbounds play, make sure that you get that ball in against the pressure, don't do anything silly. Ankeny will look to foul right away, but again, like I've told you on the last time, go for the basketball, right? Don't just give the foul away.
And so Ankeny's got 2 timeouts left. They're in the double bonus on the foul here. Oliver is looking to throw it deep, and then they'll foul Kukin, who's 2 for 2 from the line tonight.
Yep, just stepped up and made 2, so.
And he's 77%.
Yeah, good shooter.
On the season, so he's, yeah. Pops that one through. Carson Bright and Aguirre comes back in. Oh, misses the second one. Aguirre takes it all the way in and gets fouled, and that's what you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's
send
the
him to
last
the line.
thing you want to do, because it also stops the clock.
Yeah.
Lets them set up their pressure. really almost anything. Give up the layup because then the clock's going to run down. And one of the differences in high school basketball from the college game.
Ooh, Aguirre has it rattle out. He's a 69% free throw shooter. Got 11 points on the night. Oh, misses both. And Oliver gets the rebound. And
kudos to Brant Carlson, though. Really good coach up there in Ankeny. I think sometimes, he's a state champion coach, and I just think he does a phenomenal job, and he goes about his business very subtly. How about the adversity he had to deal with tonight? Not only are you coming on the road to play a team like Northwest, who obviously is uber talented, but you're playing without one starter, and two of your other starters ding each other in the first play of the game. And you know what? He doesn't blink, right? He just keeps coaching, and his guys just keep playing.
Put in guys, and a couple guys stepped up and kept it. Yeah.
Really impressive performance by them.
And the miss there, and they'll send it out to Rice, and he's just going to dribble it out.
Good job by Colin right there. That's a really good choice, right? No need to go up and run that up.
And so it'll end up being a 9-point win here, but a close one throughout. Let me kind of add up the scoring here. And for Ankeny, Caden Clark ends up with 14, Aguirre with 13, 6 for Cohort, 3 for Sorensen, 10 for Max Allison. All 5 of those on dunks for Max Allison. 2 for Landon Hutchins. For Northwest, let's see, 12, 14 for Colin Rice, 6 for Kukin, just going down the line here, 5 for Heitland. It was 10, 12 for Oliver, 19 for Davis, 4 for Achenbach here. So 10-7, Northwest led after 1, 29-23 at the half. It was 41-39 after 3, and they end up winning at 56-49. We said a couple unfortunate turnovers late for Ankeny where they could have made it even a little bit tighter here.
Yeah, I remember the one. I think they were down 4. They maybe had just gotten a stop, and it was just on a simple kind of wing entry, to initiate the offense, and just a tough turnover. They did so many things well to keep themselves in this game, but just not quite crisp enough in the end to get the W, especially on a home floor of such a good team like Northwest. But these are two teams who we're going to hear more from as the tournament gets going.
Yep, 16-3 now for Northwest, 9-8 for Ankeny and Northwest. You survive, you move on. You just want to keep focusing on getting the postseason and keep winning.
Yeah, sometimes this time of year, too, when you've had a year like they've had and you kind of have the target on you, sometimes you just want to win games like this. And so
win ugly sometimes,
I used to always say that. Winning ugly is better than losing pretty. So that's the thing if you're there. But if you're on the other side, if you're Ankeny, all of a sudden you're like, hey, there's a formula for us, right, to beat some of these teams. And they saw how to do it tonight.
All right, thanks to Rachel on the controls, Mary and Sam camera. Thanks to Chris Larson. I'm Dar Danielson. That wraps it up here. The final here. Northwest gets the sweep, 58-49 over Ankeny here on CIML.